they're like so easygoing. It sort of sounds like I'm kissing ass, but it's the honest to God truth. I mean, I've been on labels where they like call you every single second. What's the next album? Did you need it? This? Where's our money, bitch?
Right.
Yeah, but there's never been anything like that here. I mean, we discussed which label we wanted to release this album on, and it was an easy choice, sort of. Yeah.
You've had that relationship from the beginning, though. I mean, because they put out your first album as well.
Yeah.
And well, as it turns out, it was a good choice too.
Absolutely. Well, it sounds like it. I mean, you guys have maintained that relationship all this time, and they've never given you any reason to change. I mean, there's no fighting. There's no arguing about creative control or anything.
No, we haven't even heard the second album. No, before we signed the contract, they were like, it was like, oh, so you guys are working on a second album? Okay, we'll totally release that if you guys want.
That's a pretty win-win situation then for you guys.
I mean, the deadline was the 10th of April. I think Ivan heard the album the first time the 9th of April. I think I finished mixing and mastering the album on the 8th of April. And I asked him, do you want to hear the songs now or do you want to hear them later? And he was like, send it to me. I was like, no.
He sounds like me. Just send me the damn album.
And he was like, and I think I said something like, no, you can wait a day, and I sent it the next day.
Well, and it sounds like he's pretty happy with it.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I mean, so far.
Yeah, we'll see, right? You'll get another phone call in a couple of months, and it'll be like, your album sucks, and you're not making any money, right? I highly doubt that.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay. Who did the artwork again? I know y'all guys discussed that in the live stream there. But can you give me the name again, please?
For the artwork, yeah, it was me, Peter.
Oh,
who made the artwork.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You did the artwork for both albums, or just this one?
Yeah, just this one. The first, it felt like I didn't have time, so I wanted someone else to do that job. So Ronnie, the producer, knew a guy, and he did it digital, like in Photoshop and stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
But this time I bought an iPad Pro, a bigger one, and an iPad so I can paint digital, and it felt almost like painting on a real canvas. So
cool.
I just wanted to give it and try to do it, and I think it's okay.
It's better than okay. It's sick.
It's sick. It's fantastic. I was like, whoa, look at this.
I know. I got a hoodie coming.
What?
I know, the pre-order. We'll talk about that here in a minute. Because I mean, it's by the time we air the interview, the album will be out, and so people will be able to get it. So we want you to definitely tell us where's the best place to get info about Mad Hatter, your record label. Where can they get your stuff, your merch? Tell us about that a little bit.
The best place to, at least when it comes to ordering and buying some of our merch, is at the Arcade Records site on the web.
Okay.
That's the best place. And, well, if you want the history of Mad Hatter and just general information, it's on our Facebook.
Yeah, we don't have our real homepage. No, we have one on the label website, but I don't know how updated it is. I haven't looked for a while, but last time I checked, my name was Erik Rauti. But I think, as Alfred said, Facebook is probably your best bet if you want to learn about us.
Do you like that platform better as far as like streaming? How do you feel about that? How do you feel about streaming versus? I guess I ask a lot of people that the streaming platforms versus people buying physical copies of albums nowadays.
Well, I mean, good deal with Arcade Records. We actually earn, I think, 50% of everything from digital releases and physical. So we actually have an amazing deal when it comes to record deals. But I mean, I like the availability of like Spotify or Apple Music or Shazam or whatever people listen to. But I mean, it's always cool to see people when they post pictures, like when they're holding an album that you worked really hard on and stuff like that. I mean, when people just post screenshots of like Spotify, it doesn't feel the same. At least not to me.
I agree.
I agree.
But it's the same. Like we did a T-shirt, like I think it was last summer or something. And a lot of people bought that, and it's so nice to see people, walking around with our T-shirts and stuff like that. It feels like people are appreciating what we're trying to do. I mean, our music is probably not for everyone. We just do it because it's fun,
Toby's, you guys can't see this, but Toby's pointing at me and he's laughing. He's no, I don't know anything about T-shirts or.
Oh no, you know nothing about that.
We're kind of merch whores, though. I mean, we go to shows, not now, of course, but when we go to a show, it's something about bringing home a piece of that experience. And even though we can't go see your show because you guys are overseas, but for any band that you really like or you listen to have that physical copy or to go to a show or have a shirt or a patch or a hat or whatever, a pick. It's a piece of that experience I think is really important to a listener. It kind of ties you to that band. It's not just like you said, it's Spotify doesn't feel the same. I agree with that.
Yeah. But it's like, I mean, most of my wardrobe right now is like band T-shirts and shit. I mean, it's like all my regular clothes have, broken down or something, but I have like, right now I have a Flesh God Apocalypse T-shirt. like in 2017 when I saw them at Gävle in Sweden, and they did an amazing show. So like right afterward, I went straight to the merch booth and bought a T-shirt, and I mean it has holes and everything, but it's like my favorite shirt.
They always are, though. I mean that's a piece of your that you can't get back. You know what I mean? That's your shirt. That's your. I was there, dude.
Yeah, well, I think it's necessary. Well, it's pretty mandatory that a T-shirt have holes in it. Otherwise, it's gonna just a blanket.
Well, it gets to the point though where you have a whole closet full of concert shirts that you could probably wear. Yeah, I know he's pointing at me again. Where you could wear one every day and still not go through them all for a month. I'm going to have all mine made into a quilt because I can't possibly wear all of them for, spanning 25 years worth of concert tees.
I think I started buying band merch, like, seriously, like, around 2011. And then I had, like, a hole for a couple of years. So, like, back in 2017, I worked with a lot of bands and I toured with a lot of bands. So I got, like, a single, like a new T-shirt every day. So, I wear a lot of T-shirts that I don't even like the bands.
You got free shit.
Yeah, support it. Yeah.
Well, and that's true too. I mean, doing what we do, we get a lot of stuff and we get a lot of stuff to give away. We buy stuff so that we can give it to people because we'll play it and we'll just buy stuff. We'll go to a show and be like, hey, we'll get 10 CDs or whatever because they're $1 a piece and we'll give them away. And then we end up with boxes of stuff and it's like, well, what are we going to do with all this stuff?
Free merch! Free merch!
But I mean...
sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I just thought of a funny thing about that free merch thing that Toby yelled. Like, a friend of mine who's a manager at a label, he did like this contest on Sweden Rock last year where you could win 50 kilos worth of merch.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot of shit.
Yeah, we actually gave away a Mad Hatter vinyl and a CD, I think.
Wow.
And like he just called a bunch of different bands. I think Sabaton threw in some stuff, and Halloween, and a lot of big bands. And yeah,
wow,
that's
cool.
Motherfucker just won, 50 kilos of merch.
I wonder how much that would have cost to ship that to the United States.
I don't even want to think about it.
I know, right? Because I mean, when we give stuff away on our show, a lot of times we have to ship it overseas too, and sometimes customs costs a lot of money. We don't care, but it's like I can't even imagine what it would be like to have to ship 50 kilos worth of stuff overseas.
Yeah.
But I'd do it anyway. I digress. Anyway, anything else that you guys want to say about your band, about your new album? What do you want to tell people who may or may not have heard about Mad Hatter? What would you like to tell fans about your band?
Well, obviously, if you haven't listened to us, do it then.
If they've listened to our show, they know who you are. I'm going to tell you that for nothing. I've been whoring you out like cheap beer for 2 years. But go ahead.
But it's like, if you like old school power metal, I don't think you're gonna be disappointed. It's like very un-Swedish of us to say something good about ourselves, but it's like, if you like old school power metal, I'm pretty sure you're gonna like our music, because that's like what we're going for. And I mean, Petter's songwriting is spot on. It sounds old school. I really fucking love it. So
I agree.
So do we.
We love it too. I was waiting. Alfred, come on, say something good about your band.
Well, we have guitars.
oh yeah, fuck,
No triggers, remember? No triggers.
Oh shit. Well,
but yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, go ahead. But don't fucking say that the drums are triggered on this album. I'll fucking kill you.
Right? Exactly.
The drums are not triggered. For some reason, people still talk about triggers being machine and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a whole chapter by itself. But well, it is old school power metal that is heavy, melodic. It's technical. Like it's good. Listen to it.
Listen to it or else. But you guys aren't going. You guys are not going away anytime soon. Is that correct?
No, we're not going away.
Thank the gods. Well, I really do, Toby and I appreciate you guys, definitely. I know it's late, but for taking the time today. I know you guys have a hard time getting together as it is, but for basically humoring me and letting me have the opportunity to interview you guys. I've been looking forward to it for a long time, for telling us about the new album and giving us that opportunity. So thank you.
Yes, thank you.
No worries. Thank you for
thank you.
Really hope that you get any substance from this, so it's just not the complete circus.
It's fantastic, you guys. I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, take care and be safe now. I've heard about your situation in the U.S. and we really hope you guys stay safe because I'm not gonna be political, but seriously, stay safe, guys.